Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. Today we're continuing our annual review of cloth pads, and today is Go With Your Flow. Just a disclaimer, you may have already realised this is actually one of my favourite makers, hence the propensity to have ordered all of this. I have this collection here from Etsy. However, she no longer actually sells on Etsy. She, at this point now, exclusively sells on Facebook, I believe. She may sell on another site, but the last thing I saw her mention was Facebook. So we're just going to go over these right now, just so we can have a look. Okay, so these two here, Dirty Dancing and these unicorns, 7.5 inches with a snap of 2.5 inches. All of her snaps are 2.5 inch, or the gusset is 2.5 inch. She has this Go With Your Flow sewn into the wing, and this here, as you all know, is one of my favorites. It's 8.25, and these three are cotton lycra. They are flannel, bamboo fleece and PUL core, and of course corduroy backed in a matching style, so purple, this black corduroy and this green corduroy. She also uses cam snaps, and as you can see from her wing here with 2 stars, the 2 stars delineates its absorbency. So this could this is like a moderate absorbency. This one here, which has no star, and this one with no star, are actually liners. I functionally use this one as a liner because of its size, but you can see the thickness difference in between the liner and the moderate, even though, so you can see the size difference between the liner and the moderate. So I can use this one as like backup when I'm wearing a cup, or in the day I'm getting my period, or the day before it's due if it comes early. I'm very comfortable wearing this because it does have that moderate thickness. If you've watched some of my previous videos, these two are usually kept because they're small and thin, and they fold down quite small. These two actually fit in a little cloth snack bag, and they go into my handbag and into my makeup bag, so I have spare liners in case of our liner emergency. Basically, we all know what I mean. So we're going to go up to the moderates now. So there's this 9-inch Zombies. This is a versatile pattern, or a moonrise pattern, and it has this separate wing shape. And again, corduroy backer that matches kind of the purple in this zombie pattern. This is cotton topped, and bamboo fleece, cotton flannel and PUL core. This one here is obviously another style, again with these wraparound pads. Again, this one has the Go With Your Flow and 2 stars. Does it have 2 stars? No, just the 1 star. And this one's 2 stars with the stitching in the side. This is cotton lycra topped, and same core as the rest, which is bamboo fleece, cotton flannel, PUL and corduroy backed. This one here is another cotton lycra one. This one here is cotton. So these are both 9 inches. So these two are cotton, these two a cotton lycra. although this one here is close to a viscous or a peak, so it's kind of much more viscous. This one, so that's 1 star, 2 star, 1 star, 1 star. This one here she sent me free in an order, because obviously I'd made quite a few orders from her, and this is one that she has included. So she provides really good customer service. And okay, so moving on, this is another 9-inch Beetlejuice, another cotton topped one with bamboo fleece and cotton flannel and PU core, and of course it is 2 stars with this Go With Your Flow, and it's got this corduroy back. It is such a great backer. I can't highly recommend corduroy enough as a backer. It pretty well much stays quite stable in your underwear. It pretty well much doesn't move around. It's actually one of the benefits of using corduroy, because it's kind of grippy onto your underwear. Again, this is 2 stars. This is peak topped. It's got these lovely mermaids on it. This is 10 inches and it's bamboo fleece, cotton flannel, PU core with this matching blue corduroy on the back. Moving to our overnights. So there's this zombies one. There's this Disney villains one, or there's this kind of Disney one, I suppose. We'll unsnap these so we can go through them. As you can tell, she does, this is actually probably a really good example she does this square type wing, this shaped wing, and then this narrow wing. You would have seen this Hello Kitty one quite frequently in my overnights. I wear it almost every cycle for an overnight, along with my blood spatter one, which is from Calabear Creates, which review will be coming up soon. This has got a cute heart stitched into it, and this has got the 3 stars here and the Go With Your Flow stitched in. These are all cotton lycra topped. This one is 13 inches, this Disney one, and the zombie bunnies and Hello Kitty are 14 inches, or the zombie rabbits one, should I say. Of course, they're bamboo fleeced cotton flannel PUL, and this one is corduroy backed in this grey corduroy. These two here are anti-pill fleece backed. So this one's actually quite a narrow design for an overnight. But hey, it is what it is. I like this one, especially when I'm kind of sitting up and doing stuff. Neither one of these two have the stitching on the side or the stars, but they are both heavies. And of course my Hello Kitty one. So this is the stash that I have from Go With Your Flow. So that's, if you're counting, 12, because I didn't worry about counting them before I realised I should probably tell you how many I have. They are fantastic. They've held up really, really well. Go With Your Flow is Amy Jacques from Canberra, Australia. She began her cloth pad journey in 2014, and after much research in cloth pad making, founded Go With Your Flow. It's obviously abbreviated as GWYF. Obviously, not only are these prints fantastic, but of course you would have seen quite a few in my both Instagram and my What I Wore This Month videos and my prep pack videos. I usually, obviously, as I said, wear Hello Kitty. I had pointed out before that this is absolutely one of my favourite makers. I have actually de-stashed some stuff to my sister because they're just that fantastic that I like to share my favourite makers so that people really get to experience what good pads are. So all of these have their stitching still intact, as you can tell. All of them are still pretty well much intact. This one has some shadow staining on it, but you know, that's to be expected with some blue. This one's probably faded the most, but I'd expect that with cotton, and even then it's not really noticeable. Probably it's more noticeable to me because I, you know, obviously use them all the time, or see them all the time. And Beetlejuice is obviously a really great print. Everyone knows that I'm a big fan, obviously, of the villains. This can be actually quite hot in summer, to be honest, but that's, you know, Australia when it's 42 degrees. So usually I kind of order, I think this is one of my first orders that I made, is this Evil Queen, because it's such a great print. Quite often when you get villains, you'll get Maleficent at the centre, and to be fair, she's had movies out, and whereas in recent years you've probably had Snow White movies like The Huntsman and Snow White and the Huntsman, and rather than Evil Queen movies, whereas Maleficent has kind of got her own movie, and so generally on a lot of pads I find that she's kind of to the side, and what I liked about this one was that she was in the centre. So if you're on Facebook, it's not a social media that I obviously recommend, but if you're already on there, do yourself a favour and check out Go With Your Flow. I will link last year's review. I haven't been watching my previous reviews because I kind of wanted to give you really an updated perspective on this, or an updated kind of in use for over a year with some of these pads, so you kind of really get where I'm at with it. But if you are on Facebook, go check her out, get some of her pads. They are really, really good. The corduroy backing is amazing. If you're having issues with slippage with any of your pads, generally corduroy is a really good solution for that because it stops them slipping around. Other than that, I will at this point probably link my subscribe, so if you want to do that, it should be on the screen. I will link the reviews folder, so you can go check out my other reviews, and I will link last year's video and whichever website I find for Go With Your Flow down below, because I know she has an Instagram. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.